All right, guys, welcome back to Crunch Time, the show where you get the best NBA DFS picks each and every day, almost each and every day. Today we have a nice 10-game slate here on a Sunday, last regular season slate of the year. Joined as always with chrissair DFS over here, a.k.a. looks like Pauly D today. Cabs are here. Chris, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. You know that now, don't you? Did you watch it or something?
No,
Cabs are here?
just because everyone was on it last time. I think your boy Brandon.
Yeah, well, Cabs are here.
Yeah, are you excited for the slate? We have a lot of success to go over. We didn't go over it yesterday. Didn't have a show yesterday because it was early, right? And I think it was a big slate. Some good results. So we have a few days of results to go over.
And the day before as well. Yeah, so here.
14th, yeah. So I guess we can start there. I need your contest links as well.
No contest links today just because we've been off for a while. I mean, I could send you this morning, I could send you yesterday, I could send you the day before, but we'll just go through the screenshots here. It'll be better.
Okay. How about you narrate the screenshots today? There's too many.
I mean, are the people in here? These are some nice screenshots. Are the people in here yet?
We've got some people. I don't know, 10 people in here. It's good enough.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this one shipped it pretty much. It was winning a lot more, and then Juan Toscano Anderson passed to Bazemore. Bazemore blew a wide open layup. That ended up costing me quite a bit because someone without Toscano Anderson passed me. He was like 0.5 points ahead. So yeah, but this one shipped it. So that was really good.
Wait, so it shipped it, but it could have shipped more?
Yeah.
What was it winning before? Got almost 6x here.
It was like 10x before.
10k? That's not bad. What about DK?
DK has been solid all season long.
Nice.
Yeah.
1200 into 2400. So this was 2 days ago, right? This was the Friday slate.
Yep.
Brent says Chris got laced, looking fresh, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, new edition here says true love has a habit of coming back. Miss you guys.
Thank you.
That's a good saying. Yeah, T-Bay over here. I remember T-Bay being very pissed. This was Friday, right? Yeah, Friday. He was really upset even with this result because I think he was winning. What was he winning, like 300 instead of 100?
I think 400. But yeah, there was a team without Toscano Anderson, like I said, that a few people had, so that one passed it.
Yeah, he was really upset in the Discord. But I mean, it's still a win. And I guess that shows you why it's important to have, I mean, I don't know if it's like necessary, but like a 90-10 split for cash to tournament contest, just in case something like this happens. That's pretty much the reason why you want to have, like, for every, I don't know, $9 you spend in cash, $1 in tournaments. Sound about right, Chris?
Yep.
Yeah, so that is that. And then turn and burn here. DK guy, 560 into $1,222, 4 cents. Solid stuff there. Rondo says 90-10 or 80-20. Yeah, one of the two I think is pretty good. And then Danny Donahue over here, Chris, he says, had to save a good one for my first post in here. So he did 4,366 into 10.5K. Is he a higher stakes guy than you?
Yeah, of course. He's in every contest. Yeah, he's a really solid player. I think he joined recently, so obviously saw what we had with projections are working. Looks really good, so he joined. And yeah, good to see.
Love to see it. Is he your boy? Have you ever talked to him before? Seemed like you know some of the guys in the industry. I'm just wondering.
I don't think I've talked to him, but I know him. I think we follow each other on Twitter. I mean, through the Roto Grinders Discord before, I used to always be in there. So yeah, I haven't like DM'd him 1-to-1, but I know him.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome stuff. Shout out to Danny. Love to see more high stakes guys in here. Hopefully the trend continues, but yeah, solid results there. We got Reigns here next. Still the Friday slate here. 221 into 807. Solid stuff over here as well. I mean, yeah, Friday's slate killed it on FanDuel. DK as well, 250, 517. Reigns with the precise bankroll management, Chris. It's not too many
Yeah.
people are that precise. Like, I think it's just Aiden. Aiden's number one with the precision. Reigns number two. Is there anyone else?
I don't know.
Maybe T Bay actually. He's sneaking up there. He's pretty
No,
precise.
he always has like a random number. He doesn't do the same thing every day.
Yeah. Got Deshaun here, 15 into 115. So this one almost 10x. Pretty close. Solid stuff there. FanDuel. Got HBK back in here. Good to see him back. Doubled up, tripled up, quadrupled up here on DK. Doubled up. Yeah, I mean, solid results there. This is still the Friday one. And then this is also Friday, 3rd, Opto 3, 2642. Solid stuff there. And then this, do you know what day this was? This is 14th. This is Saturday now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Saturday. We got Rondo here. It says yes, Rondo, yes, cash. No Rondo, no cash. Is that true, Chris?
Well, that was actually the same day. That was the Friday slate. He just posted it later.
Oh, is that why he didn't win big on FanDuel? Because he went Rondo?
No, he locked in the wrong team. He had Embiid instead of Jokic. There was a decision before that slate started. They were both like 45% owned. But yeah, he locked in Rondo afterwards.
Oh, got it. But yeah, Rondo with the big game here, 8.4x. Not too hard to go 8.4x when your minimum price. So still solid though. Yeah.
I don't think he was minimum price because actually he was probably like 200 over, but um, he crushed it. 9 points, 13 assists, 3 boards, 1 steal.
Yeah.
Really good game.
It's like a 6K, 5.5, 6.2K salary player right there. So not bad at all. Yeah, then we got some single game slate here. More single game slate. Main slate baseball, 57, 126, 10 to 20, NHL, MLB. More MLB, lots of stuff from Aiden. We got Nick here. So this is yesterday, Saturdays, I'm guessing. Or maybe not, I have no idea. NBA action out of him with solid results. More NBA action. I mean, there's just a lot of results, Chris, to go over. So this is yours Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday here. So 1100 into 2200 pretty much. Do you want to maybe briefly go over this slate here?
This was an early slate. I mean, these past couple slates have all just been like you have to pick the guys that are going to get the minutes. We've been right on it a lot, right on it again today, this morning. So had really good results this morning. Yeah, that was yesterday though. So yeah, just all about picking the guys who have things to play for at this point.
Just making it sound so easy, Chris.
It's definitely not easy now.
I know, you make it sound easy though. But yeah, we got DK here from Cash Money. Yeah, solid stuff here. Got Reigns here again. 178, 350 on FanDuel, 250 to 511 on DK. Solid stuff. Brandon here. What did he do? 600 to 1200 on DK. More solid stuff. Ultra boosted. Yeah, killing it in the double ups here on DK. Got Mark T in here. 200. I'm not sure what the entry fee in this one was. This probably looks like a tournament, maybe like a $5 tournament or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that. But yeah, solid stuff there. From Mark. Got Nick here again. 123, 323. NBA action. Got Alexei in here. I didn't see what he did actually. Pick and roll. Piggy bank shot. 750 to 12. 55 to 123. Solid stuff there. I bet you he was higher up at some point in the day.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Turn and burn here, 520 into 1400 on DraftKings. Got Reigns here at the UFC action, 62 into 300, so UFC did well for him. And then DK UFC action here, 125 to 200. How did your UFC stuff go, Chris? Your tournament stuff?
I was like 50. I mean, one fight off from winning it all. It was a pretty favored guy. It was Schnell, I think his name was, the third last fight. But he just didn't look right. But yeah, it was like I think I had the highest team with him. So if he got 60 more points, would have gotten first. So like I said, I had the highest team with him. But I mean, that's how tournaments work. It's pretty random.
Is that the 10K one again?
No, it was 20 yesterday.
Oh man, maybe someone food poisoning. Was it food poisoning?
No, I mean he just didn't look right. He didn't look like himself.
Maybe he didn't go to the training camp.
Maybe he was nervous in front of the fans.
Yeah, maybe. You got HBK here again. What happened to all his emojis? He used to go crazy. There used to be like rows and rows of emojis from him.
Yeah, I guess he cooled it down a little.
Cooled it down. Not that he needed to. Yeah, MLB action from him over here on DK. Crushing it. FanDuel. What did he do here? MLB action as well. Crushing it there as well. Brandon here. MLB action. I mean, there's a lot of money being printed here, Chris, across a lot of different sports. Kind of crazy. Biscuit here. He said best free contest ever. This one here, 27th place, $8, and then UFC double up 1 to 2, or sorry, 2 to 4. Probably was close to first over here.
Yeah, 26 spots away from first.
Yeah.
So he was definitely close.
Yeah. Cash money here. What did he do? 5 into 135. I mean, this is insane. Rondo here. 20 to 40, 10 20, 410, 50, 100, 10 20. Just a lot of stuff. Too much stuff. Reigns here, 61, 240. NBA early slate today, and I guess this is yours. 1200 into 3600. I mean, this is crazy. Money printer here, Chris. Opto printer.
Yeah, I mean,
do you want to go over this slate a bit?
It was pretty much Raptors and, like I said, guys who are going to get minutes, guys who have things to play for. So Charlotte, Washington, New York, all had things to play for, and then you just filled it in with the value from the Suns with Paul and Booker resting, and then Toronto, obviously, only 6 guys active, or 6 guys playing. So, yeah.
Yeah, crazy stuff. What's the next sport that's starting up, Chris? Soon, is it football? Next major sport to start up again.
Yeah, football.
Nice. Also got some fan mail from Hasty. Thought we were doing the show yesterday, but we did not. It would have been like a 7:30 a.m. Pacific time stream, so a little early. Not sure how many people wake up for DFS content at that time. Yeah, he sent this one. Have you seen this, Chris? Jake Layman dunk?
It's black. I don't see it.
I mean, did you see the dunk?
No.
Okay, you're in for a treat.
Layman able to save the basketball for Minnesota.
Yeah, he's sneaky athletic. So, yeah.
How about that?
I mean, that's nice.
Someone said he said white boys summer.
But Jake is going downhill and throws it right into the face of Taco Fall.
There's some white boys dunking at Mahan Park, Chris, the other day. It's crazy. There's like 4 or 5 guys dunking, like alley-oops, and pick up like 4v4 full court. It was insane.
Parker,
you missed it.
Is Hasty in here? We need Hasty in here. Is he in here yet?
No, but I'll be happy that we open this one up.
able to save the basketball for Minnesota.
I mean, Taco Fall is, what is that? Like, isn't he like 7'6" something? Like, what is he?
Yeah, I think he's something like that.
Wait, what is this block attempt?
As Nasreed saves the ball out to him, almost gets stolen by Romeo Langford. But Jake is going downhill and throws it right into the face of Taco Fall.
Is he just uncoordinated?
No, it's just he was just late.
Huh? Yeah, that's a nice one for sure. Let's go over the chat here quickly. Let's see. New Edition says, why did they say nothing's impossible when I do nothing every day?
I don't know. Why did they say that?
Maybe they don't mean it like that. I like that one. We got Lamanu in here. What's up? Roll King tuned in as well. What's up? Rondo says, last regular season slate, boys, was a great ride. Let's end with a dub. Yeah, Roll King says, sheesh, likes that dunk. That was a good one. Yeah, let's get into it, Chris. It's a big slate here. 10 games, even though we already had some early games already. Yeah, what are we targeting here today, last day of the regular season?
I don't really know. Like, young guys, there's not much being played for anymore. Most of that was done in the early slate, so I don't think there's anything that anyone's playing for. Let me just try to find something real quick, because maybe Portland. I think Portland matters today, so I might jam in them. Where are they in the standings?
6, 7?
Do they? Yeah, so I think they win sixth with a win, so that means they're out of the play-in. So that game matters for sure. And then I wonder if they have the tiebreaker with the Mavs. I'm not
How do
sure
we
about
check?
that one. We would have to click into it, but for some reason, whenever you click in, it doesn't work.
Click it where?
Yeah, just click on their schedule and look up the Blazers. So the Blazers won once, Mavs won once, Blazers won twice. That's it? 3 games? Yeah, I think so. Blazers are up 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go back to the standings. So that means if the Mavs win, they lock in 5th seed, but why would they want to be 5th seed? Because then they play the Clippers, so maybe they want to lose. But at the same time, the Blazers have to win because they don't want to be in the play-in game. So the Blazers matter a lot. I might just lock in Dame and CJ, because we're seeing some Luka and optimals. I don't know how much they need to win here.
So Portland boys?
Yeah, Portland's the team today, I think, and then because we have games going on right now that matter, like Wizards Hornets. That one happened already. Warriors Grizzlies, Lakers. I think they're important because if they win and the Blazers lose, then they're the 6th seed, so that would matter, obviously. But yeah, I think the Blazers are the team here in terms of studs.
Nice. So I guess that's a team we'll target to pay up for. Yeah, other than that, you think just young guys from all over the place?
Yeah, like we have Alexander Walker. Chicago's resting everyone, so Patrick Williams, Rockets in play as always, Pistons. So yeah, there's some spots here. We'll talk about them.
Nice. Rondo says, gotta say sheesh better. Yeah, my bad there. Mano says, didn't know you guys did baseball also. And then Royal King follows that one up, Chris, with after basketball season, what is up next? What's next, Chris? What do we have?
We have, everything except basketball. So there's going to be NFL, MLB obviously goes into the fall, and college basketball, college football starts up as well. There's a bunch of stuff. MMA is all year round. NASCAR, still have NASCAR, of course. So there's a ton of stuff.
EuroLeague? We have EuroLeague.
Yeah, I don't think anyone plays EuroLeague.
We have it though. There's a lot of stuff though. Yeah, you can play all basketball off season, I think, right? Keep yourself busy.
I think so.
Yeah. Do you think there'll be a point in the off season where people play more league, more contests up, or no?
No, MLB is the summer sport.
So all the flow goes in towards MLB, and then when NFL starts up, it all goes back to NFL. MLB goes second.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then NBA starts, and then NFL is above that for a bit, right?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So there's that. Adrian says Chris looks like Manu from the Spurs. Ginobili.
Manu. I'm not bald though. I don't have a bald spot, but I'll take it, I guess.
Wait, is that Manu's hair even?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Rondo says he has the same playstyle as Manu as well. Nasty Euro step.
Yeah, I got Thomas real bad last time we played.
Yeah. Wilkins saying, any more live shows? What's the plan?
Probably NFL. I mean, I'm not a really a big MLB guy. I don't love the sport. Honestly, boring for me. So probably NFL.
Yeah. Actually, one of the guys who was dunking the other day at the park, he was the pitcher for UBC, Chris. Lead pitcher. He's like 6 feet tall, white guy, and he was just like he got his whole arm above the rim. It was insane. I didn't know
Really?
pitchers were athletic like that. Like it was insane.
Yeah, I mean, you have to use your whole body to pitch, like power through the legs, through the hips, all the way up to your arms. So your whole body has to be strong.
Yeah, but 6 feet, whole arm above the backboard, catching lobs in a random pick is insane. I've never seen anything like that here. It was absolutely crazy. But yeah, let's get into the slate, Chris. First game up, Cleveland, Brooklyn. Let's start there. So we'll do Cleveland first. Hartenstein out for them. Lamar Stevens out. Darius Garland out. Kevin Love out. Projected starters: Sexton, Okoro, Osmond, D Wade, and Jarrett Allen. What do you make of the Cavs here, Chris?
Yeah, so I mean, with the Cavs here, I'm not going to be too interested. This is the largest spread of the slate, 14 points for the Nets. Also, I just want to say we'll be doing the NBA playoffs for the stream, so this isn't the last stream. But yeah, I'm not too interested here in the Cavs. I mean, there's some young guys. Okoro, he should play full minutes here in this game. Don't mind him, but he's priced up, so that's why I don't love him. Sexton, I guess he's all right. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to play the Cavs here. I just don't feel great about them. Maybe Jarrett Allen. I think he's a solid, decent piece on FanDuel. 6'4", last piece in cash games. Don't mind that, I guess, but don't really love Sexton here today, honestly.
Okay. Let's do Brooklyn. So over there we just have Joe Harris out, Chioza also out. Projected starters: Harden, Irving, Bruce Brown, KD, and Griffin. What do you make of the Nets here, Chris?
Yeah, so just not another team that I'm not interested in at all. Their three studs are playing. Don't want to play them. So I mean, this is gonna be a pretty quick show, just because. I mean, a lot of teams here we're not going to be interested in. This is one of them. They have a big total. I just don't see why they would get full minutes here. They should easily beat Cleveland early. So I really don't want to play anyone here.
Okay. Oliver's asking if Kobe White's going to get his full run tonight.
Yeah, Kobe White, he should. He's a young guy on a team that's resting players. He's not resting, so he definitely should. I have interest in him. On FanDuel, he's 6'1". DraftKings, don't really think I need him as much. He's 6'5" over there. We have some other guards like the Portland guys who I'm prioritizing at the guard positions, so I don't need him as much there, but I think on FanDuel he's pretty solid.
Okay. Yeah, next game up, Chris. You finished Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Orlando, Philadelphia is the next game. Orlando's side, we got Hampton questionable, Carter Jr. questionable, Carter Williams out, Ennis out, Porter out, Ross out. Projected starters: Anthony, Gary Harris, Dwayne Bacon, Mo Wagner, and Wendell Carter Jr. Anything on the Magic, Chris?
Not really. I mean, just not a team I love to target. They don't really have the high usage guy or someone that we'd love to play. Maybe Cole Anthony in tournaments on FanDuel for 5K. I guess I don't mind that. DK, he's 6'6", so there's no way I'm playing Cole Anthony for 6'6" at this point. But maybe on FanDuel, he's been getting pretty low minutes, so that's the problem with him. Usage rate is still high, so for whatever reason, if he plays 36 here, which I doubt he will, then I think he could be solid on FanDuel, but I just think we have other guards that I'd rather play.
Okay. CTB here. He says, hope I can win some big money again tonight, Chris. So yeah, TB won. Did you say for sure?
No, I said he should have played the early slate because I think we had Cash, what's his name? Cash Money in the Discord. He posted, he played $5 and he won 135. Actually, I don't know if he posted. I think he posted earlier.
Sure. Here.
Oh, yeah, he did right there. Yeah, so he played $5. He won 135. So you definitely missed out on that, T-Bay.
Yeah, but I was gonna ask you, Chris, for a guy like T-Bay, he just went. I think he went 12 to like 100 something, or was it 300, 100, 200?
I think 120.
Yeah, should he go all in today, Chris? He's got the recent rush of winning. Is this the day to go all in, Chris? Is that the strategy for bankroll management?
No, not today. Go on all in next time when the playoffs start, because this slate is going to be just all over the place. There could be guys resting randomly, so definitely not the slate today, but playoffs, do it in the playoffs.
And when you say all in, do you mean 100% of those winnings, or do you mean 10% of the new bankroll?
All of the winnings.
I was hoping for a bit more sound advice from you, kind of cool him off a bit, cool off that excitement. Maybe I would say stick to 10%. Keep doing that. That's the strategy. That's why I brought that up. Not for you to say do everything. But yeah, let's go over Philadelphia, Chris. Toby is what is he? Questionable for them. Korkmaz probable, Simmons questionable, Danny Green questionable, Seth Curry questionable, Thibault questionable, Shake Milton probable, Joel Embiid probable. Projected starters: Embiid, Harris, Green, Curry, and Simmons. It just seems like a team to stay away from.
Yeah, exactly. We saw it last time. They blew out Orlando. Embiid played 22, Simmons played 26, Harris played 25. So, I mean, if they're playing those minutes, they're not going to get their value. The value guys on this team aren't going to get there either. So, yeah, no interest here.
Okay. New Edition says UFC was so good yesterday from start to finish. You never know what can happen. One punch can change everything. Crazy Dude said he felt his opponent's arm snap and chose to stop his idol. I believe you.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was a really good slate in terms of, or not slate. It was a really good card. Had some really good fights on there.
There was an arm snap?
Yeah, there was an arm snap.
Was it?
I think there were two actually.
Was it as bad as the leg snap?
No, one guy broke his arm in like I don't know what it's called, on the ground. He tapped out, and then the other guy didn't. I don't think.
Didn't tap out and his arm broke?
Yeah, like Tony Ferguson.
Oh. Yeah, next game, Chris. Houston, Atlanta. Go over Houston first. So we have Wilson, probable. Kyrie, out for them. House, out. Kevin Porter Jr. out. Christian Wood, out. Avery Bradley, out. Projected starters: Augustine Brooks, Tate Martin, and Kelly Olynyk. Only guy here I like, Chris, is Kelly Olynyk for tournaments. Going to lock him in. Who do you like on the Rockets here?
Yeah, so, I mean, is Kelly O, how much is he here? 8.5?
Just right, yeah. A little too cheap, maybe.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't mind him. He consistently gets over 45 somehow. So I don't think he's an awful play. Kenyon Martin as well. He's been getting a ton of minutes, so I don't mind him. The guy I'm most interested in is actually Jayshawn Tate, because I think his price is right. 5.3K. He's not going to get pulled in a blowout. He's not going to get rested or anything like that. His minutes are pretty secure, so I do like him on FanDuel for 5.3. I think he's a solid play there. You mentioned Olynyk. I think he's a really good tournament play. Don't know if I need it for cash games, but it's there. He's going to be like 5% owned probably in cash games, as he always is. But he can definitely get there. Like, he's been getting there all month, really, ever since he joined the Rockets. So I don't mind him. Kenyon Martin Jr., I mentioned him. I think he's decent as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if someone gets there on this team. Kyrie Thomas is out today, so that's like 38 minutes to go around to some of the guards here. So that's also why I like Jayshawn Tate a little more. Yeah, I mean, Armani Brooks could get there. I don't know. There's just so many things that could happen on a slate like this. So for me, I'm just gonna probably only play Jayshawn Tate at this point. Maybe if they start someone who's cheap, I'll have interest in that. But for now, I think it's just Jayshawn Tate on FanDuel for 5.3.
I could see Kelly Olynyk going for a ceiling game, Chris, like a 75-80 burger here.
You think so?
Yeah. It's a beast.
Yeah, I mean, his minutes have been down recently. He's not getting high 30s anymore. It's more like low 30s, so... But he's still been producing, so, I mean, he's a really good player. I just don't know if I need him, but he is there if you want him.
Okay. Next game, Miami-Detroit. Miami side, we got Jimmy Butler out. Goran Dragic questionable. Do you know this guy? Yurt 7?
I think they just signed him, didn't they?
Yeah, Omer Yurt 7. Don't know him, but yeah. He's out. Projected starters, none. Robinson, Bielitsa, Trevor Ariza, and Bam Adebayo. What do you make of the Heat here, Chris?
Yeah, so they're not playing for anything. Butler's out here, so I think Kendrick Nunn's a decent play. He is 5-3 on FanDuel. We saw yesterday. Didn't he have a good game? 2 games ago. Can you open his game log up quickly?
Who?
Kendrick Nunn.
I think we're getting some updates. Might not load right away, Chris.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a young guy here. Yeah,
Yeah.
he played well yesterday. 45 against the Bucks. Butler was out that game as well. He played 36 minutes, so I don't mind Kendrick Nunn here. He's one of those guys that's going to get minutes at this point in the season. I think Hero also will get minutes here. Bam. I don't want to play Bam here. Like I said, they're not playing for anything. They're a playoff team, so there is reason for them to rest their best players and their older players like Dragic. So not going to play any of their vets, not going to play any of their guys who will get significant minutes in the playoffs. I think Nunn and Hero, just because they're so young, are in play here.
Nice. New addition here. I was looking up. Do you know who Richard Simmons is?
No, I don't.
I had to look him up. He says, all caps, hey Gary, we'd love to see you get up and do your best Richard Simmons impression.
Who's Richard Simmons?
I have to figure that one out after, and then maybe I can do one tomorrow, or whenever
no
it
show
starts. When is the first play-in game?
Day after tomorrow.
Nice. T-Base says, trying to enter my usual... Oh, no, he said ignore that. Never mind. King Carter says, I really like Bam on DK with no Butler. Do you like Bam, Chris?
I mean, no. What are they playing for? They're a playoff team. Let's look at the standings. Like, I don't know why. Why Bam?
So, Richard Simmons is from Kiss, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I could do that impression there. Yeah, here it is, Chris.
Yeah, so the Heat here, I think they're locked into the 6th seed with the Knicks win today that locked them in. So I don't know why Bam would be a good play. It's not like he's going to play his full minutes here. I don't think it's the last game of the year. There's just no reason for them to play him full minutes. I mean, if you think he can get there in like 28, 26 minutes with no Butler, then he's a good play. But if you don't, I don't love him. So yeah.
Okay, so apparently it's the workout guy, Chris.
Cardio guy?
No, that's what I thought too, but no, it's this workout guy. I don't know who that is even. This must be some sort of American infomercial thing.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't think this guy's from Kiss, is he?
No. It's kind of scary looking. I would do like a Bob Ross impersonation though. Could do like a Bob Ross painting stream. I would do that. Let's see. Brent says Gene Simmons is from Kiss. Richard Simmons is an old school fitness guru famous for his short legs. What the fuck? So yeah, David Craig got that one wrong. So not only do we get our pop culture card revoked, Chris, but David Creas is also revoked temporarily.
Temporarily?
Yeah. T-Bay says Bay or Najee.
Yeah, that's pretty much the decision on FanDuel. I think Bay, just because he gets 40 minutes. Najee, he had a really good game last time. He played 35 minutes in the same scenario. So yeah, I think I like Sadiq Bey a little more.
Okay, and then I think this is the last thing on the Simmons thing. Rib says, damn, I'm old. You guys don't know Richard Simmons.
I mean, we didn't grow up in America, so that guy was not on Canadian TV here.
I don't think he was also on TV when we were watching TV. I mean, I stopped watching TV maybe like, I don't know, 10 years ago or so. So I haven't been watching TV for a while, but I don't think he was on TV when I was watching TV. So New Edition says you can do Jane Fonda, Chris.
Who is Jane Fonda?
I don't know. Let's go over Detroit. Maybe you can look that up if you want. So we got Davidas Servitas, doubtful for them. Frank Jackson doubtful. Plumlee, probable. Kojo, questionable. Ellington, Mbuya, Stewart, Grant, and Magruder, all out. Projected starters, Hayes, Josh Jackson, Diallo, Sadiq Bey, and Plumlee. What do you make of the Pistons here, Chris?
That Servitas guy is a sniper. I think he's from Lithuania. He's a sniper, but yeah. This is a team where we have young guys playing a lot of minutes. So Sadiq Bey, I have interest in him. He's 5'8" on FanDuel. He's pretty much the only guy I really like from this team. Hamidou Diallo, maybe. I think his price tag on DK is 4.7, so I don't mind that. Gonna have to wait and see who they start, though. If Josh Jackson's starting, I don't mind him either. He is 5'2" on FanDuel. Almost had the triple-double last game. I think he also had 4 stocks, so he had a really good game last time out. I have him in my all-day slate today, so I don't mind him. He's another guy that should get 30-plus minutes here in the last game of the season, just because, I mean, they don't really care about him. There's no reason to rest him. So yeah, Sadiq Bey, Josh Jackson, Hamidou Diallo, probably my favorite guys here. Maybe Killian Hayes, but I'm probably going to stick with Sadiq Bey as my favorite guy here.
Okay. Let's open up the next game. I think it's, yeah, so all the rest of the games, I think they all start at the same time. Next game up, actually, which one should we do next, Chris? Let's do this clip show one. Let me load it up. King Carter says Heat can actually move up, but not only that, how do you say his name? Spoelstra? Eric Spoelstra?
Yeah, Spoelstra.
Yeah. Is not pop. He doesn't rest players before the playoffs. Likes to establish chemistry. Is there an S in Spoelstra? Because King Carter wrote it without an S. I thought there was an S.
I mean, regardless, that's just wrong, because we can look at last year, end of the season. They weren't playing for anything in the bubble. They played OKC. Bam played 16 minutes. It was a 1-point game. Game was meaningless. Game before that, he played 22 minutes. So in these meaningless games, I mean, these coaches are smarter than that to just play their main guys. That's why Butler's resting. And also, they can't move up. They're locked into the 6th with the Knicks win today.
Yeah, and I mean, also they also have like memories of last year's playoff run where a lot of their guys kept getting hurt. I think Bam was hurt for a while. I think a few other guys were Bam was hurt, wasn't he, at the end?
I don't think so, no. Oh, maybe in the finals?
Yes.
I don't know. Oh, in the finals?
Yeah. He had like the shoulder injury and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, they were resting their guys at the end of the season last year as well. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Heat culture doesn't really matter for this. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
I'm just
locked in
saying they
first
have
seed.
recent memory of Bam being hurt in the playoffs, so they probably would be a bit more careful with him. Rib
Check out what I
says-
linked you.
Huh?
Check out what I linked you.
You want me to open this here?
Yeah, I don't, it just looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of does. I'm sure some of the guys here would like that. Let's load it up. Ribs is Canadian, Chris. Says, I'm Canadian too.
Okay. Let's see the title. What does it say?
Dollar beer day? Beer bats.
Myrtle Beach Pelicans are doing a $1 beer day and putting it in these awesome beer bats. So, I don't know. It just looked cool for some reason.
The glass.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it does look pretty cool. Looks refreshing. Hot day.
Yeah, I mean, beer tastes awful, but it looks refreshing.
You're probably the only DFS personality who would say beer tastes awful, Chris.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel
mean,
like that's true.
That's probably true.
But no, I'm with you there though. But you're the only DFS personality who says that. But I mean, on a warm day, I would get that. It looks nice. It looks cool. Would you get it, Chris?
I would just get it for the bat or the glass. It's $1. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
When you go to those games, you always get a sunburn. It's so hot. Those day baseball games.
Can you put sunscreen on?
Yeah, you can, of course.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. David says Jane Fonda married Ted Turner. Yeah. Did you look up Jane Fonda, Chris? Actress.
I mean, I also have to look
activist.
up Ted Turner now. Who's Ted Turner?
Ted Turner is.
I mean, this Jane Fonda woman was born in 1937. So
how are we supposed to know any of this? Like,
When I was born, she was 60 years old. So I mean, I'm not sure who this is.
Like, look at like,
Is that James Bond?
no, Ted Turner. But I mean, she also had 2 other husbands prior to that. So I kind of miss Roger. He was the best one there. They went for what, 8 years there? 8 years, 17 years, and then 10 years. So Tom Hayden definitely lasted the longest there. So I mean, should we remember Ted Turner or Tom Hayden?
I don't know.
And then wait, is this?
No, Ted Turner lasted the longest. Ted Turner was 20 years. Oh, 10 years. My bad.
10 years.
I thought
Yeah.
it said, I
Then
thought it said 2011.
there's also something here as a partner. Well, what's a partner? Like a business partner?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, pop culture here. Let's see. T-Bay says feeling reckless tonight. Gonna enter 3 tournaments. Chris, is that good?
Yeah, I mean, $1 single entry, $2 single entry, $5 single entry. I mean, I don't hate it.
Yeah. Timothy says that is reckless knowing this slate. T-Bay. T-Bay says, did the Mavs have something to play for today? Kind of went over that. We said no.
I don't think so. I mean,
What does this orange card mean? Clinched division. That doesn't really.
yeah, I don't think they do. I'll try to look into it more, 'cause we're getting some KP.
We'll update in the Discord. Yeah.
Trying to find it now.
Let's see. David Cruz says TBS. T-Bay knows Jane Fonda. Clemens says early salute was on fire. Is that what you call the early slate now?
What, 10 a.m.?
Early salute?
I mean, maybe.
I saw that in the Discord too. I'm not sure if that was Clement as well. Keep the projections on point, fellas. Is that the job, Chris? You're always on top of that. Always on top of that. T-Bay says mediocre actress. Anti-Vietnam protest became very unpopular. Rib says, are the 3 Nets big 3 in play today, or should we just focus on their value?
No, I'm not playing any Nets. They don't have value, I don't think. I don't really want to play the big 3. You can, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to play them.
Okay. David says Ted Turner is TBS, Turner Broadcasting System.
Makes sense.
Lynn says, feels like a preseason slate with all these variables and the unknown.
Yeah,
Kind of
I
feels
agree
like,
with that.
you know what it also feels like? It feels like the last day of school, like right before summer.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you agree with that?
this is probably the worst one out of the last few days, because last few days we've had stuff that teams are playing for. Even this morning we've had stuff that teams are playing for. But this slate, there really isn't much.
I mean, it's like those last 2 weeks of school before summer where you show up to class, but no one's doing anything. That's what it feels like. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deshaun says, let's see, Lewis King going for 50 fantasy points today.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys. Ended the season. You get these random names pop up out of nowhere. I didn't know who Lewis King was before 2 games ago. He's put up 50, I think, twice. So, yeah, he's definitely in play today.
Yeah, sweet Lou. Yeah, let's go into the next game, Chris. Continue on with this slate. So it's the Clippers against the Thunder. Clippers side, long list here. T-Man, Pat Bev, Paul George, Cousins, Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris, Zubats, Rondo. All those guys are questionable. Reggie Jackson, probable. And then Amir Coffey, out. Projected starters, Pat Bev, George, Leonard, Marcus Morris, Zubats. Another team to stay away from, Chris?
Clips,
Yep.
the Clip Show. Yeah, I mean, they're locked in. We know what they've done all year long with Kawhi and PG. This is a game against the Thunder. Just no reason for me to play the Clippers. Maybe like Luke Kennard if you want to like take an angle that they rest Kawhi and Paul George here. I wouldn't mind that, but yeah, nothing here that really stands out to me.
Okay. Thunder, Ty Jerome out. Ty Jerome questionable. Josh Hall probable, Muscala out, Dort out. Projected starters: Maladin, Pokashevsky, Baisley, Roby, and Moses. Any interest there, Chris?
Yeah, no interest here at all.
Okay. Let's keep moving on. So we got the Mavs, Minnesota. Did you find any news, Chris, on the Mavs and Blazers stuff?
No, I still think that there's nothing that they're playing for.
Mavs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we saw, I think last game they weren't playing for anything either, and Lucas still played, I think, 32 minutes. So, I mean, if he's playing 30 minutes here, what are we projecting for minutes-wise? Go to the right. 33. So, yeah, I mean, if he plays 33 minutes, he's going to crush. I don't know if he's going to get that high, but we know what he can do. We just got Ben Simmons out, so I imagine that we're going to get a bunch of Sixers out. So Embiid is out now. Imagine Tobias Harris is out. So going to be some value on the Sixers now.
What do you think of this, Chris? From Hasty says playoffs are going to be crunch-tastic.
Yeah, they're definitely. Also, I want Hasty in here because he was asking all that stuff about the Bitcoin yesterday. He was saying he wanted to. I don't know if he told you, but did he tell you?
No, I didn't see.
Yeah, he was saying he wanted to just buy the highs, or buy the lows, sell the high, and kind of day trade it, make an easy $2,000 a day. Do you think that's viable?
I mean, that's what everyone thinks that they can do when. I mean, people only get interested when the markets move up and you see people making like 100% or like doubling, tripling their money in like a few months. Then everyone sees it; they all get hyped up. I mean, it's pretty standard stuff. The hype cycle, market cycle. It's happened. Last one was 2017. So I mean, everyone always thinks they can do it. I'm sure you can if you try, but at the same time, it's incredibly volatile as well. A lot of risk. If everyone was doing it, everyone was making money. I mean, most people lose money trading, so you got to keep that in mind. So if you're gonna do it, you can't approach it, I think, with like a part-time kind of like, oh, it's so easy, I'm just gonna do it attitude. It's definitely real work. So you gotta understand the risks, manage your risk, all that sort of stuff. So I don't know about that.
Just like DFS, I think Ronda always says if it was easy, everyone would do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the other part with it, you just see like a lot of headlines when people are making a lot of money when markets move. Same thing. Yeah, just keep that in mind, the risk. T-Bay says, is Carl Anthony a good play?
I think last time they played him up until the third quarter, it was a close game, and none of their main guys played the fourth quarter. So, I mean, he's fine. I'm fine with him as a spend up just because he's on a bad team. They're not kind of resting him for the playoffs, but he could get his minutes pulled short. I mean, just like all the other studs, I think he's definitely one of the top studs here. Just because, like I said, they're not playing in the playoffs, so there's no reason to save him. But at the same time, they don't want to run him out there and hurt him.
Yeah. You know, the other thing I'll say quickly to Hasty, if he thinks he wants to trade it, you can just paper trade. Just pretend you're trading, write down your trades, write down when you would exit the trade, see what you would have made, see what you would have lost, and then just do that for like a month or two. And then if you're still doing it after 2 months and enjoying it, then by all means do it. But most people skip that step, so that's an important one, I think, as well, if you're trading. But yeah, let's get back into it, Chris. Did you finish Dallas?
No, we didn't start Dallas. Did you go over the starters?
No, I didn't go over the starters. So just Kleba. Kleba is doubtful. Doncic questionable. Zingis questionable. Doncic, Hardaway, Finney-Smith, Zingis, and Powell all projected to start. What do you make of the Mavs here?
Yeah, so Luka's kind of popping a lot everywhere on both sites. I think because we got word that Jokic or the Nuggets are going to rest their guys a little bit today, they're going to get less minutes. So Luka's kind of the main stud, I think, that's viable outside of obviously the Blazers, who are the only team that are really playing for something here on this slate. So yeah, that's why I think Luka's viable here. I mean, he can get there in 25 minutes. He can get there in 21 minutes even. Like if he gets his first half run and then the start of the third quarter, I think he can get there. I think he can get us like 45 plus, which matters on this slate. So I don't mind him. KP, same sort of thing. He's not going to get his full minutes, but he's 7K on FanDuel, so I don't mind him. But yeah, not my favorite plays here. I don't know. If I land here, I'll land here. If I don't, I'm fine with it.
Okay. Minnesota, surprisingly, nothing listed there, Chris. That's got to be like one of the only teams with nothing listed for the last season, regular season game. Projected starters: Rubio, Russell, Ant-Man, Vanderbilt, and Catman. Yeah, what do you make of the T-Wolves here, Chris?
Yeah, so T-Wolves here, I mean, we kind of mentioned it when we talked about Cat. It's like they don't have much to play for. They're not playing in the playoffs, so that means that they're not going to, I mean, most likely not going to rest their guys, but at the same time, they're not going to play the monster minutes here. I expect the same thing as last game. Can you just pull up the game log for Cat just so we see his minutes? I think it was two days ago. Yeah, so 27 minutes. He didn't end up playing the fourth quarter run, like I said. Same as D'Lo, same as Ant. So, I mean, if you think you can get there in 27 minutes, then I'm fine with it.
It's actually yesterday.
Yeah. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, back to back.
Oh yeah, it was the morning slate. That's why I thought it was 2 days ago. But yeah, I don't know. It's so tough at this point in the season. We got a bunch of news like Atlanta's resting everyone other than Trey. We got the Sixers news as well, so I mean that's going to change the slate entirely. So I mean, I don't know. I don't mind Cat as a spend up. I don't mind D'Lo. I don't mind Ant, but they're not going to get their full minutes here, I don't think.
Yeah, yeah. You thought the game was yesterday. Time flies when you're having fun crunching.
Yeah. Also, it was because it was at 10 a.m. So 24 hours ago, not 12 hours ago like usual.
Yeah. Let's see. Did we do? Yeah, we finished this game, right? Dallas, Minnesota, done there. So next game up, Denver, Portland. So Portland is one of the few teams, one of the only teams today that's playing for something, right, Chris?
Yeah, on this slate because we had a bunch of stuff in the early slate that we could have targeted. That we did actually target with the playoff situation. But yeah, Portland here. If they win, they avoid the play-in game. So that's the big thing here.
Yep. So yeah, let's go over this game here. Denver first though. So we got Barden out, Capazzo probable, Jokic probable, Gordon probable, Porter Jr. probable. Projected starters: Capazzo, Rivers, Porter Jr., Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. Is Jokic gunning for the MVP, Chris?
Yeah, he is. But we got news from Woj earlier today that they're gonna play their guys less minutes today, so Jokic is not in play anymore. Didn't hear anything about the Mavs like that, so that's why I like Luka more here today. But yeah, on the Denver side, I have no interest after we heard that. I'm glad that Mike Malone gave us that news, so we don't have to play Jokic here. We played him the last few slates. He played his normal minutes, not exactly his normal minutes, but he played like 30 per game, which is enough for him to get 60 fantasy points. So on this slate, I think he's probably going to play 16 minutes, maybe 20. So I have no interest here.
Okay. Do you think that's going to cost his MVP candidacy? Race, whatever it's called, victory, whatever, I don't know. Is it going to cost him, Chris?
No, I think he's already had it locked in for the past few weeks. I mean, he's been a giant favorite for the last few weeks.
Nice. Hasty says paper trading advice is nice. Nasir Little probable. Zach Collins still out. I'll mention him because it's the last time I'll mention him here. Is he out for the playoffs too?
This Zach Collins?
He's a beast.
I mean, is he a beast? He's played like 5 games per season.
They're probably saving him for the finals if they get that far, or however far they get. But projected starters: Lillard, McCollum, Norm Powell, Storm and Norm. What's his nickname? El Capitan, the captain.
Yeah.
Rocco and Nurkic. Why is Norm Powell called the captain, Chris?
I think he's just called Cap. But yeah, Thomas told me it was in the Open Gym episode on the obviously the Raptors docu series, whatever it's called. Yeah, they were calling him Cap, so that's why.
Oh.
But yeah, on the Blazers here, I mean, like we said, Denver's resting their guys, so it's going to be an easy game here for the Blazers, most likely. We saw the same thing with the Knicks earlier today. If they won, they locked in the 4th seed. Boston rested everyone. It turned out a close game, so their guys got full minutes. So yeah, if this game stays close, Portland's going to smash just because they're going to be they have the most secure path to minutes here on this slate. So I think even if it doesn't stay close, they still have pretty secure minutes just because it is not a must win, but it's as close to a must win as possible. Because if you win here, you're not in the play-in games, so that makes a big difference. But at the same time, like I said, I think they handle Denver easily. It's in Denver's best interest to lose here. If they beat Portland, then the Lakers move up to 6th seed. It makes a lot more sense for the Nuggets to want the Lakers in the play-in game, just because they're the better team, obviously. So yeah, it's in the Nuggets' best interest to lose. So yeah, I'm still gonna have interest in the Blazers here just because they are playing for something. So Dame, CJ, Nurk, Rocco, Norm Powell, like you said, I think all of them are in play. If I had to pick my 2 favorites, I'll just go with the backcourt here with Dame and CJ. I think CJ is a lock on both sides. He's 7-6 on DK, 7-9 on FanDuel. Dame is the guy that is a better play on DraftKings, where he's 9-4. FanDuel, he's 9-9. You have Luka for 200 more, so that's a decision there. But yeah, those are the main 2 guys here that I'm gonna really want to play in cash games. But the rest of the starting lineup is definitely viable in tournaments as well, and even cash games.
Okay. Oliver says, I'm not sure in response to what, maybe it was Norm Powell, Cap. He says, nah, he used to start a lot. So is that someone you were talking about? Zach
Collins?
Oh, Zach, yeah, it must be Zach Collins.
Yeah, he starts when he plays, but I mean, he plays five games per season. He did the same thing last year as well.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess I said he's a beast. He's a beast.
I don't know if he's a beast. I mean, he doesn't play enough to really know.
Yeah, we'll see. Deshaun says Lillard or Luka.
Probably Luka, FanDuel, Lillard, DraftKings.
Okay, Hasty says, yeah, everyone in the West wants to see the Lakers in the play-in. Denver tanking this one for sure.
Yeah, they've already said that they're not playing their main guys many minutes today, so they definitely are.
Okay, let's move on to the Utah-Sacramento game. We'll go over Utah. Just D-Mitch out. Is he out for the playoffs?
No, I think he was just ruled out for the season. I think he's going to come back. I mean, who are they going to play in the first round? Are they the 1st seed?
Yep.
Yeah, the 1st seed. So who's going to be 8th? Like the Grizzlies, the Warriors most likely. Yeah, probably the Warriors. They could probably still handle the Warriors without Donovan Mitchell. He'll probably come back probably a few games into the series if I had to guess. I don't know, though.
Timothy says, hopefully we'll see some, he says, boy.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely be a bull day.
Yeah. People got excited about him the same way. Not as much as me about Boucher, though. Just, yeah, something about that figure. It's I don't know. They play so different. It's weird. But yeah, Utah, Chris, we got Conley starting, Ingles, Boyan, Royce O'Neal, Gobert. What do you make of the Jazz?
Nothing here. It's a meaningless game for them. They have the 1st seed locked up. So yeah, nothing here.
Hasty says we need D-Mitch to come back as soon as possible. Utah low-key could win it all.
Yeah, I mean, I like this season. We have a lot of things up in the air. Top teams have some struggles, injuries and stuff. So yeah, could definitely be a Utah year.
Yeah. King's side, Chris, we got a nice narrative here. Terrence Davis, happy birthday to him. Former Raptor, great guy. Hopefully he has a good career elsewhere, but yeah, kind of sad. Raps let him go. But they have Whiteside, game time decision. He is questionable. Harrison Barnes, doubtful. Justin James, out. Harkless, doubtful. And then Marvin Bagley, also doubtful. Projected starters, Lon Wright, Buddy Hield, Mo Harkless, Chimezie Metu, and Damian Jones. I'm locking in Terrence Davis, Chris, in tournaments, 6-7, too cheap on FanDuel. What do you make of the Kings here today?
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to play Terrence Davis. It's a decent price tag for him. I think he's interesting in tournaments, but I mean, I don't know. Like, why would you play him for 6-7? What's his realistic ceiling?
45
That's not good enough to win it, is it?
on a slate like today. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't love it. If I'm playing someone here, it's going to be some of the younger guys. We had someone mention it earlier. I don't know if his name is Lewis or Louis, but King on the Kings. So we have that narrative. He's been playing well. He's 3-5 on DK, I think. So I like that price tag a lot. 5-2 on FanDuel, so not a great price tag there. But I think in DK, he's cash viable, tournament viable. He's flashed his upside in the last couple of games. So really the only guy that I'm going to be interested in here from the Kings.
Okay. Hurts to hear that, Chris, that you're not giving any love to the birthday boy here, Terrence Davis.
I mean, he could get you 50, I guess, but I just don't really. I don't see it happening. They're still playing Buddy. They're still playing DeLon Wright. I don't know.
Yeah, hurts to hear that, but the show must go on, Chris. We'll go over the Lakers, Pelicans next up. LA side, we got AD, questionable, Dudley, Kuzma, Caruso, Gasol, McKinney, all probable, and then LBJ, questionable, projected starters, Schroeder, KCP, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Andre Drummond. He's been killing it lately, Chris. Gave him to you in our season-long fantasy. I'm glad you're enjoying him on your team. Who do you like here on the Lakers, if anyone?
Yeah, so I mean, the two guys here are questionable, AD and LeBron. So it's really hard to pick them. Um, so the thing is here, if the Blazers lose today and the Lakers win, then the Lakers actually pass the Blazers, and then the Blazers are in the play-in tournament. But like we said, I don't think the Nuggets want to win. They have no reason to win here. They'd rather have the Blazers in the playoffs and the Lakers in the play-in. So I think this is probably a game that we see LeBron and AD play limited minutes if they do play. I think they can handle the Pelicans pretty easily, even in limited minutes. If they're ruled out, I'm going to have interest in Kuzma probably. Probably some of the other young guys here on the Lakers, maybe THT. We played him a few nights ago. He went crazy. So, yeah, gonna have interest in the younger guys if I'm playing the Lakers. It's a really good matchup here against the Pelicans. They're implied to score 114, so that's a pace-up spot for them. But yeah, the news here with LeBron and AD is important.
Okay. And then if both the Lakers and the Blazers win, they're tied. Blazers are ahead of them, right?
If both the Lakers and Blazers win, yeah, Blazers. So if the Blazers win, they're locked into the 6th seed.
Yeah. And then the games start at the same time, or is the Blazers game earlier?
Same time. So I mean, I think LeBron and AD probably play limited minutes. But like we keep saying, the Nuggets have no reason to try to beat the Blazers here. That's also why they're playing their main guys limited minutes. It's also why they came out and said that.
Nice. Got it. So that kind of forces Lakers' hand here. Pelicans, Chris, we have Wesley Iwundu, probable, BI out, Steven Adams out, James Johnson questionable, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart also out, Williamson also out. Projected starters, Alexander Walker, Bledsoe, Najee, James Johnson, and Willie, a.k.a. Juancho. Who do you like here?
Yeah, so got to play my boy Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I mean, how much did he win me last time? Like 7K. So I've got to play him once again. Got to show him some love. He's the GOAT at this point of the season. He always shoots a lot, plays a lot of minutes. So I love playing him whenever I can at the end of the season. So I'm going to do the same thing today. It's a meaningless game for them. So yeah, Alexander Walker. I love him today. I have him on the cover. He's 6'8" on FanDuel. DraftKings, he's 6'8" as well. So I think he's a really good play. Probably my favorite play on the entire slate. Just because of what he did for me last time out. So yeah, I love him. A few other Pelicans here are probably interesting. I think Kyra Lewis is a good play on DK. He's 3.3K. He's another guy that should get good minutes here, good run. He's a young guy on their team. I expect Bledsoe to probably do the same thing as last game, play in the first half and then kind of not play much in the second half, let their young guys go. So I think they're going to do the same thing. So I like Kyra Lewis on DK for 3-3. Najee Marshall, he's also in play. He's 5'8" on FanDuel. We had the question from Thomas, I think, earlier with Marshall versus Sadiq Bey. So that's a decision on FanDuel. I probably prefer Bay, but it's very close. So yeah, he's definitely in play. He had the big game as well. He's another guy that's going to get minutes no matter what. So that's why I like him. And then another guy here, Wenyan Gabriel. I mean, that's an ugly name. He's pretty bad point per minute, but I think on DK where he's 3-1, he's interesting as a last piece. Just lets you fit in a bunch of studs. So don't mind him, but don't love him at the same time.
Okay. Hasty says Louis King should have stayed at Oregon. Not sure why I can't read. Oregon. He was nice at Hudson with Javon Quinnerly. Do you know that guy? Tongue twister over here.
What's the name? Javon
Quinnerly.
Yeah, I was playing this guy in college basketball. He plays for Alabama. I've seen him play, yeah.
So, do you think he should have stayed there, Chris?
I have no idea.
Why do you say that? Like, so they get developed longer? Like, do you see merit in that, Chris, or should they just get paid, get their money?
I mean, maybe if he stays another year, he becomes a better player. He gets drafted higher.
So you think you can develop better if you stay for another year? There's cases where players can develop better as opposed to if they go pro.
No, not develop better, but you become a better player, and then your draft stock rises. You have more hype around you, I would imagine. Your name is bigger. Like before, a few days ago, I never heard of the name Louis King. So I think maybe something like that.
Oh, so you're saying if you have more hype around your name when you get into the league, you don't have to
You're going to be a higher
grind your
pick
way
as
up
well.
as much, right?
Yeah,
And
I
what'd you
think
say?
so.
Sorry,
I mean, I was going to say you're also a higher draft pick. I don't even know if this guy got drafted, but I mean, I don't think he got drafted. Did he get drafted?
I have no idea.
Louis King draft. Oh yeah, I don't think he got drafted.
Hasty says Blazers are getting that 6th spot. New additions locking in Thad Young. Hasty says Keel Alexander Walker goated finally. His set shot is so wet. I was gonna ask you, Chris, you'd love to play him at this point in the year. Is his why doesn't he get more run or opportunity else during other times of the year? Is he just not as good of a player as some of the other guys in the Pelicans?
No, he does. He's a high usage guy. I mean, and if you're a high usage guy playing next to Ingram and Zion, you're not going to get the ball much. So when he's in a high usage role, he plays really well. He was actually playing well before he got the ankle injury. He was starting for them. Then he obviously got hurt. But at that point in the year, I mean, they were already a bad team, but he was playing really well. I think he started for 6 or 7 games in a row. They were winning games. So he's definitely part of their future. It's just he's so young that they still play him at this point of the season. They play him full minutes. He gets his high usage role without the big names there like Zion and Ingram. So he just crushes every night.
Tell me this: who's a better player, SGA or Alexander Walker?
SGA for sure.
Who has more upside?
SGA for sure.
Really? Do you think it's just because it has to do with the opportunity SGA has compared to Alexander Walker?
No, I think SGA is a better player. I think he's just better. I mean, I don't know exactly what it is, but just I've seen them both play a lot, so I think SGA is a better player.
Okay. New Edition says the Fro revenge narrative.
Yeah, we have that going for us. Yeah.
Yep. Hasty says Lewis would have been a better player and a higher pick if he stayed another year or two. You would know who he is if he stayed.
Yeah, so that's what we said, right?
Yeah, that's what you were saying. Kind of makes sense. I think, yeah, if your name's more known, you don't have to work. I mean, you still have to work hard. I'm not saying that, but probably don't have to work as hard to get your name known as if you get into the league, no name, and then kind of working your way up from there. I mean, also if you're a higher pick, you'll probably end up on a worse team where you'll have more opportunity there as well, right?
Yeah, but he is on a really bad team.
Yeah. Trigger says, "What's up, boys? Beautiful day for DFS." Is it a beautiful day for DFS, Chris?
Beautiful day here, but I don't know if it's I mean, I love the early slate. We had, like I keep saying, we had teams that were playing for stuff. We still have that game going on, the Warriors game, but this slate we don't have much other than Portland. So I don't think it's beautiful. I'm excited for the playoffs. I'm excited for the play-in games, but yeah, this is one of my least favorite slates that we've had over the last week.
Some people just like to watch the world burn, Chris. Trigger. Chaotic slate. Loves it. Beautiful day. Hasty says Nickeil Alexander-Walker over Lonzo all day long. I feel like that's a take.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Let's go over the last game here, Chris, of the slate. Milwaukee, Chicago. I'll go over the Bucks first. So we have Chris Middleton out. Two-Pain questionable. Projected starters: Drew, Dante, PJ, Giannis, and Brooke. What do you make of the Bucks here, Chris?
Just another team that's not playing for anything. They're a playoff team. I don't expect them to get full run, so I have no interest here.
Okay, short and sweet. Chicago side, we have Vooch, Tice, Levine, Brown Jr. all out. Satoransky also out. Projected starters: Kobe White, Garrett Temple, Pat Williams, Lauri Markkanen, and Thad Young. So Thad Young is a lock for new edition, Chris. What do you make of the Bulls here?
Yeah, Bulls are super interesting. I love the Bulls here. Thad Young, love him on both sides. I think he's one of the best plays we have. He's one of those older guys, though, that could get pulled early, but his role here is just insane. He's been the high-usage guy in this role with no Vucevic, no Levine, no Tice, so he's likely to start at center. If he doesn't start at center, then I'm going to back off of him completely just because, or if he doesn't start at all, I'm going to back off just because we've seen this situation with other vets where they don't start and they don't play. So, but if he's starting, I'm fine with him. I like him a lot. He's going to be my favorite Bull. This is another team that we have young guys. They're not playing for anything anymore. So they're kind of playing for their job in some sense. So Kobe White, I like him a lot. Obviously, he's a high draft pick of theirs, but still, I think he has something to prove. He's 6'1" on FanDuel, 6'5" on DK, so it's a decent price tag for him. I think he went out there yesterday and scored 3 points, which was kind of surprising. But I think today, I mean, in this role with no Levine, no Vooch, I think he could have a big game here, so I have interest in him. He's one of those guys who I don't think will get limited minutes today. Patrick Williams, another guy here. 4K on FanDuel, small forward. He just kind of fits the build. Super solid play, I think. Another guy that's going to get minutes. He's their rookie, so they want to play him. So I have interest in him on FanDuel for 4K. Who else here? Oh, your boy, Lauri Markkanen. I think on DraftKings he's in play. He's 3.6K over there. What happened to Lauri Markkanen?
I think he got hurt like a while ago. No?
2Ks.
Huh?
His name has 2Ks.
Oh, really? Whoops. There we go. What do you mean what happened to him? What happened to his career trajectory?
Yeah, now he's just coming off the bench behind guys like Daniel Tice. But yeah, I think he's way too cheap here on DK. He's probably a lock for me, 3.6K. So I like him a lot over there. I think he's another guy that's going to get good minutes here, good run. Expect him to start, of course. He's 4.9 on FanDuel, so also interesting there. We've seen what he can do in minutes. We've seen what we could do when he's the main guy. So I have interest in him.
He's going to be good, Chris, if he ever gets his body right. Needs like a good offseason. Train hard.
So it's his body that's the problem?
I think so. Didn't he get hurt like 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think yes. Yeah, I think it's from that kind of messed him up. He was playing really well before. I mean, he still has like stretches and moments where he's really good. But yeah. Let's see. Any love? Oliver says any love. Actually, before that. Okay, there's a lot of chat here. Let's see. Hasty says last regular season chance for Trigger's gold. Yeah, let's see if we get any good picks from Trigger today. New Edition says Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Sexton. Did we go over that one?
All right, Nickeil Alexander-Walker or Sexton?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Alexander-Walker all day.
Oliver says any love for Pat Williams.
Yeah, I love Pat Williams on FanDuel. These young guys on the Bulls, I think they're all viable just because their main guys are resting. They should get a lot of minutes. They should start. So I have interest in all the young guys here.
Okay. Trigger says Kobe White monster performance yesterday, and then he says Kobe White revenge narrative against himself. So that's one of his takes today.
Yeah, I like that one. Revenge narrative against himself.
Yeah. And then there's 2 messages that were retracted by New Edition, so I'm not sure what secrets he's removing from here, but must have been some good picks there. Timothy says, any love for the other Giannis brother? Kostas?
Yeah, I mean, if
Kostas
they
or Thanasis?
Thanasis, because they're resting Middleton, so I mean they could rest Giannis here. He could play a quarter and then they just give it to the bench. So in that case, Thanasis would have a good game. So if you want to get super sneaky in tournaments, yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah. Oliver says Lowry Markkinen is supposed to part ways with the Bulls this season. A little wary about that.
Yeah, I I think I agree with that. Like they've drafted Patrick Williams, so he's kind of their 3/4 guy. They have Vucevic now, obviously. So I think his career in Chicago is coming to an end, but I think in the future on like another team, I think he could kind of turn it around.
Send him to the Raptors. Raptors can turn around any player.
Yeah.
Hasty says Lowry would have benefited from staying in Zona for another year or 2 as well.
Yeah, I think Lowry was pretty bad. Not not bad because obviously I didn't watch him, but he wasn't a great player like in Houston. I think Memphis, didn't he play for Memphis as well?
Not sure. Trigger says Larry Markkinen, a guy Houston gonna go out all out for.
Wait, were we talking about Lowry or Kyle Lowry or Lowry Markkinen?
Markkinen.
You said Lowry like Lowry.
That's how you're supposed to say it.
Yeah, I guess Kyle Lowry didn't play for Arizona. So, did Lowry Markkinen play for Arizona?
We've just been talking about Markkinen.
Yeah, I mean, when you can't blame me. The first thing I think of when you say Lowry is Kyle Lowry, the Canadian legend. But yeah, I mean, Lowry Markkinen had a really good rookie year, really good second year as well. He just kind of went downhill ever since. So I don't know about that one. What was the last thing you said?
I said, wait, about Markkinen?
I don't know. From the chat, there was something else you said.
Oliver just said that it's supposed to part ways with the Bulls. Hasty said Markkinen would have benefited from staying in Zona for another year or 2. And then Trigger said Markkinen, guy Houston's going to go all out for.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, they have Kelly O. Kelly O's like a Markkinen version player.
Yeah. Mighty
Obviously
Mole
older.
says Oregon guy. I don't know why I said it so weird, but he just says I Williams. Who's Williams? Which Williams, Chris?
Type in Williams. Let's see how many there are today. Lou Probably Lou. Probably L Williams, not I Williams.
Lewell, probably. I think, yeah, lowercase L Williams, Oregon.
Not Oregon, but he's probably just asking about Lou Will. I don't mind him today. He's an older guy though, so I don't think he's gonna get much run. Rather
Yeah.
play some of their young guys like Nathan Knight. I think he's a really good play on the Hawks. Trae Young. Trae Young's kind of tricky because they're resting everyone. They're not resting Trae Young, so he might get limited minutes here. I don't know how to handle that situation yet.
Okay. Sean says Thaddeus or Tate.
Thaddeus.
Okay. Hasty says.
Assuming Thaddeus is starting, because if Thaddeus isn't starting, then I don't feel comfortable with him at all.
Okay. He says Lowry, Zona Boy, Kyle Lowry, Nova Boys.
Yeah, Philly boy. Obviously, he went to Nova. So, yeah, I know Hasty loves Arizona. So he must have loved that matchup today that we had with the Raptors against the Pacers. TJ McConnell, obviously from Arizona, and Stanimal from Arizona. So he must have loved that game.
I feel like Hasty, at some point, he deserves to live in a college town where he could just go and watch college basketball live, be like a season ticket holder year after year. I feel like he would enjoy that. Got to send him off to retirement somewhere there. What do you think of that?
Arizona is his school, so I could see that happening.
Yeah, something to consider, Hasty. Clement says Nathan Knight, good play.
Yeah, I like Nathan Knight a lot. He's a young guy here. He should get a lot of minutes. He's cheap, so I like him a lot.
Trigger says Lowry Markkinen's college coach is wanted by the FBI.
Is that true?
What? I'm not sure. Did he? I don't know. uh, Trigger says Stanimal likes that one. Udishan says, I think it's the FanDuel GPP, Chris. So I'll just list some guys. You ready? White, Kobe White,
Good.
Drew.
I'll say like good, bad, or medium or something after each name. So yeah, Kobe White, I like him. Drew, don't love him. They don't have much to play for.
Just say good or bad. White.
You said
Good.
White already.
Drew, Sexton,
Bad.
Maxey,
Huh? Tyrese Maxey? Yeah, I like Tyrese Maxey.
Najee.
Why are these all like? Oh my god! It's like one time it's first name, one time it's last name. We get like Maxey, could be Maxi Kleba, could be Tyrese Maxey. But yeah, Najee, yeah, I like him.
In his head, it makes sense, but when he types it out, it's not the same. Edwards,
Ant-Man, yeah, I like Ant-Man.
Young,
Thad Young, yeah, I like Thad Young.
Zingas,
No.
Allen.
Yeah.
I know I went Sexton over Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Don't attack me, Chris. Left me 0 in this lineup. Fits like a glove.
I would like try to go like Nikhil and then upgrade from Drew to like Dame if you can. Trae Young maybe. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Okay, let's do the 3 key plays of the day, Chris. 3 pillars. Overall play of the day, FanDuel. Who's your guy there?
I'll go with value guys here. Or not really value, but guy in the mid range, cover boy. Guy who shipped it for me last time. I'll go with Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
There we go. Value play of the day, Chris. Who do you have?
Value play, I'll go with give me Nathan Knight here for 3-5. No Clint Capella.
Okay, and then tournament play of the day. Who do you have?
Tournament play. I mean, this one's tough. Everyone is tournament viable on this slate. Give me Kelly O.
Nice. Kelly O. I like it. DraftKings overall play there. Who's your guy?
Same thing. I'll go with Nikhil.
Okay, value play. Who do you have?
Value play. I'll say Nathan Knight once again. He's 3K over here.
Okay, tournament play. Give me Terrence Davis.
Terrence Davis on. No, I wouldn't do Terrence Davis. Give me Kelly O Canada once again.
Nice. I mean, Kelly O's the other guy. I said I'm locking him in tournaments, so I like that one. Not complaining. Hasty says hashtag Aiden wasn't worth it. Talking about some college basketball stuff here. We need Loot to come back from the dead. Miles Simon to step up. Zona boys, LFG, Sean Miller. Who's Sean Miller, Chris? Coach?
No idea.
Hasty says Sean isn't doing anything at Arizona. Coach K and the Blue Bloods aren't doing at Duke or Kentucky. Aiden wasn't worth it. Was he worth it, Chris?
I have no idea. We got James Harden out today, so that kind of bumps up Kyrie and Durant. But at the same time, I don't really want to play the Nets too much.
Yeah, Nets guys.
Also, isn't Harden's? I think Harden's Arizona State or something. I don't know.
Udishan says, I said don't attack me, Chris. Just say it's okay. I love it. Says JK. Clone says Isaiah Joe value play.
No, I think we have better value. I mean, he's a value play, but I just think we have better value on this slate.
Okay, Hasty says might retire to the interior and get season tickets to the Zags if we stay in BC long term.
Yeah, makes sense.
Wait, who are the Zags?
Gonzaga,
In BC?
Washington.
Is it close by? Close enough?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How long of a... Wait, interior BC would be further north than here, which would be farther from the border.
It could also just be further east, couldn't it?
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah. It's still a long drive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably like hour at best, 2 hours.
I mean, don't ask me. It's probably 3 hours.
3-hour
Fine
drive,
today.
season ticket holder. That's rough. 3 hours each way. Like, how long of a drive would that be, Hasty?
For the love of the game.
Yeah. That is a lot of love of the game. Let's go over your cores, Chris. FanDuel, Walker, Young, Pat Williams. Why do you like these guys here?
So Walker had him as my favorite kind of guy on the slate, so that's why I have him here. And then the Bulls, they're resting some guys, so I think these two benefit the most, so that's why I have them.
Okay, hitting build. It says Spokane, Okanagan Valley. Spokane is 3 to 4 hours, maybe.
Both ways, though, that might be rough.
Yeah. Yeah, so which ones do you want to go over here, Chris? I think we're getting some updates. Lots of updates.
No, let's do the first two. Yeah, so we have a 2v2 here. Both teams, they have Luka and Dame, so 2 spend-ups at point guard. I mean, you have to spend somewhere on a slate like this, so I don't mind it. I don't mind Luka here, 10-1. Dame, he's playing for something, but at the same time, it should be an easy win for him. So, I mean, I'm fine spending for him. Nikhil Alexander-Walker here, have him in my core. Sadiq Bey, 5'8". He's been playing 40 minutes a night, most nights. He's a young guy on their team. He should get 40 minutes once again, so I like him for that minutes floor. Pat Williams, they ruled out a bunch of guys. He's their young guy, so he should get minutes. Thad Young, no Vooch, no Tice. He should start and crush. He's not starting, then I can't play him, but I assume he is going to start. Nathan Knight here. Might be a little high on him right now. I wouldn't be surprised if projections lowered a bit, but assuming he's starting, I think he's going to be a solid play. They could also start a few other guys as well, but they're resting, I think, Capella, Bogey, Gallo, Herder. So a bunch of guys are missing for them. So Nathan Knight definitely has good opportunity here. Would love it if he's starting. If he's not starting, I'll probably ease back on him a little bit. Same thing on DK. And then 2v2 here, Josh Jackson, Cat versus CJ Allen. This one really depends on starting lineups, injury news that we get. So if we get news that Jackson is starting once again, then I'll go with the first side. Don't mind Cat as a spend up. His projection is very low here, so I don't think he's projected for too many minutes. If he does get full minutes, he should crush that projection. Only 43 right now. And then, yeah, other side, CJ and Jarrett Allen, they're solid as well, but I just like the first side a little more.
Okay. Looks like some updated, Chris. Those aren't the top 2 anymore.
So it looks like we're getting more. Let's see. Paul Reed. Okay.
Rudy Gobert.
We had the Paul Reed day when they had like 7 guys. I think he played really well. Skylar Mays. We've had some Skylar Mays days.
Mays days.
Yeah, I don't love Gobert though. Let's look at these two here. Let's see what we can kind of come up with from these two. Yeah, so it's quite a big difference now. So these two. So we're getting some of the new value pieces that we have. So Sixers obviously resting their starters. Same thing for the Hawks, other than Trae Young. So there's going to be more plays, more value there. So we have Paul Reed in both now. I mean, he would have to start for me to play him. If he starts, I don't mind him. 3v3 here. One side has KP. I really don't want to play KP here, so I'll say the second side. It gives us CJ, Nathan Knight, who I was just talking about. I like him a lot if he's starting. I mean, a lot of decisions here will come down to who ends up starting. So everything's up in the air for now.
Yep. Crunch machine keeps crunching, keeps updating in the background though. Makes it easier. DK, Chris, let's go over there. So you have, you have Dame Lillard, Cullum, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Thad Young. Yeah, why do you like these guys here?
We could probably, probably update it now because that was before we got all the value plays. So, yeah, let's get rid of those guys. We can keep Dame in there. Let's get rid of Alexander Walker. Let's get rid of. Actually, we can keep Thad Young. But yeah, let's just go with Dame and Thad for now.
Yeah, we have to keep 2, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, which ones do you want to go over? Louis King.
Yeah, so we're getting Sixers value guys here. Lots of Tyrese Maxey, some Shake Milton. So I mean, if Shake's not starting, then I can't play him. If he's starting, then he's a good play. But he had the injury, I think. Let me just see. Yeah, so Shake Milton is probable with a knee, so I don't think he's going to get too much run. So I don't think I can play him if he's not starting. If he's starting, then I can probably play him. But between those two teams, what's the difference, the top two?
0.3. Oh.
Yeah, but what's the 2v2, I think?
Shake, Milkshake. We got CJ. Got Louis King.
It's like a 3v3. Yeah, so first side has Towns and Markkinen as well. So yeah, same guys here. Maxi, I mean, he should be a solid play. He's a young guy. They're resting everyone, so I mean, I do like him. Luka, just a stud that we can sped up for. Hopefully, he plays like 26 plus minutes just so he can get there. But the raw points are the reason we want Luka here. Thad Young, if he's starting, he's going to be a great play with no Vooch, no Levine, no Tice, so a bunch of guys missing for them. Nathan Knight here. If he's starting, I like him. Dame Lillard, like we keep saying, he's playing for something here. Then we have a 3v3, Milton, Markkinen, Towns versus McCollum, King, and Alexander Walker. I like the second side here a lot more. I just feel better with CJ than spending up for Cat. I like Markkinen a lot, but I don't feel great with Shake Milton either, just because he has an injury that he's playing through. If he's starting, like I said, then he'll be more viable. But for now, I just feel a lot safer with the second side. We get Alexander Walker, who crushes at this point of the year. Louis King, another young guy. So I like the second side.
Nice. Let's see. Do we have the build by ownership, Chris, in ceiling?
No, not here yet.
Could we check it out, though, on the load?
Sure.
Let's see. Hasty says 3 to 4 hours may be well worth it. We should go watch Zags game next year, boys, when they play BYU, St. Mary's, or Miguel Tomley. If Santa Clara comes to town, Zags play great ball. So much fun to watch. Few a legend. Plus the odds of John Stockton being there are very high. What do you make of that, Chris?
Why would we watch them play those bad teams, though? Those are probably bad games.
Is there such a thing as a bad game, Chris? It's college basketball.
He mentioned some schools I've never even heard of, so, I mean, that's not saying much, but I don't think those teams can keep it competitive with the Bulldogs, can they?
I'm not sure. He says, wow, a William and Mary guy made it into the Opto. Love to see it. Nathan Knight repping the tribe in the league is pretty cool to see. Wonder if it is their first league guy.
I'm not sure, but he's been in the... We've played him a few times this year. He's a solid player. I like him.
Yeah. And then, wait, is it even up here or is it just for FanDuel, Chris?
I'm not sure.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, I've tried it.
Where is it? Isn't it supposed to be here?
Yeah, it's on FanDuel. I see it on FanDuel.
Really? How come I don't see it? Oh, there it is. I think I had to refresh. Rib says, any thoughts on Brazdeikis on Orlando? I was today years old when I discovered him.
Yeah, Iggy. Iggy is what they call him. I think he had a big game last time out. I guess I don't mind it just because they're playing for nothing.
Yeah. Whoa, look at this, Chris. Is that like a happy computer?
Yeah, it is. Is this your first time seeing it?
Yeah. What do you want to try? What is this? We had some requests for this, didn't we?
Not really. I kind of added it on my own. So someone wanted to sort by ownership, but I thought we needed this. So this you can optimize by a few different things. So most people don't know, but we have floor and ceiling projections as well. I think they go unused. So I wanted to add a way to optimize by them just so people can see. You can also optimize by ownership. So that's our projected ownership. And then obviously by PFP. So yeah, let's try all of them.
So I'm just going to favorite the first 5 PFP, see what happens. So 232 there. You want to try ownership first?
Yeah. So now it's optimized by ownership. I don't think it's sorted by ownership. Um, and I mean, it's not like written by ownership, but if you click expand all, you can probably see it better.
Yeah, here?
At the top, click expand all.
Oh, I meant here is where you see the ownership average for the team.
Yeah, so you can see it's from top bottom. So the top team is the highest ownership team that we have on the slate using our ownership projections. So some people like to play that way. I think that's viable. Just because I think you get the chalkiest team by doing that. So that's viable. And then let's look at ceiling and floor as well.
Okay. Hasty says, nobody you have heard of is willing to come back. The Zags at home. They're all scared to come to Spokane.
Really?
Those are all teams in their league, the WCC.
Makes sense.
Okay. Trigger says, B-ball Paul, play of the day.
I'll read. Yeah, maybe.
And then
What's this? This is ceiling?
This is up ceiling.
Yeah, so we got Jay Scrub in here. So this could be misleading because he's only played one game, but I don't think he has much of a ceiling. So in this case, I would exclude him. But we're getting other guys here who I like Cole Anthony. He has a ceiling. Everyone else here has a ceiling as well. Kenyon Martin, he has a ceiling. So yeah, I like these.
Nice. And then next up by floor, which is honestly a little misleading, I think, at this point in the season, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like it doesn't. It's not as. It'd be more useful on like a regular slate when things are still normal. Now when teams are resting and all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's not on the main site, so no one can use it anyways. But it is cool. I mean, we'll have it for all the sports soon. Yep. All the sports that we have. I mean, MLB, NFL, and NBA, they're the main sports that have ownership, that have ceiling, floor projections. So we'll have it for those sports as well.
Yep. Trigger says, Jay Scrub, that name is just a warning sign.
I think he played decently last game for the Clippers.
Yeah. Gotta go over the single game slate for Royal King. Which one, Chris? This one? Miami Detroit? Means ugly.
Is there no other one?
Nope. Is there?
Yeah, I mean, this is not the time to be playing single game slates. But yeah, let's see what we have here.
Should we optimize by what?
PFP. Yeah, so
Bam.
I mean Bam, but if Bam plays limited minutes, obviously he's not going to be the high scorer. So maybe you want to put Bay there. I don't know. Dragic, don't love Dragic either. So I would maybe play the fourth one that has none, and then maybe Sadiq Bey at MVP. But I'm not too sure.
Just fade the Heat. Put one.
I mean, all these teams mostly. I mean, none is a good play. So I don't know.
Max 0. Wait, you can't put 0? 1.
No, you can't put 0.
I don't have 1. There you go. Bam.
Bam.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess not a good day to play that. But yeah, anything else, Chris, to go over?
No, I think we're good. Pretty long show. I mean, we won't be here tomorrow, but we'll be here the next day for the play-in game. I think that's on the 18th. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. I love the new format.
Nice. Unlike LeBron, hot take from you, Chris. Going against LeBron James, the king.
Yeah, the king.
Yeah. Housekeeping, guys, dfscrunch.com. Check it out. It's our site, our optimizer. If you're a new member, you can get 3 days completely free with no special link, no secret coupon code. Just straightforward. Go to our site, sign up, create your account, and then you won't be charged until after 72 hours from the moment you finish signing up. So you can set a reminder to cancel at the very end if you just want to try it for free for 3 days. No hard feelings if you do that. Just try it out so you know what it's all about. Yeah, check it out. Solid stuff. We have every main sport for FanDuel and DraftKings, not just NBA. NBA is the sport we go over during the show, but we do have all the other main sports, and they're all solid. So check it out. Try it out for free. And then I'll say this thing about managing your account if you want to cancel your subscription. It's in the sidebar here. Click the sidebar, click the profile picture, go account center, and then do that. And then that's where you can manage your account. all by yourself. So check it out, try it out, dfscrunch.com. And then YouTube stuff, thumbs up, subscribe, bell button, all. Do all those things. If you enjoyed the content, come back here, hang out with us. I guess not tomorrow because there's no slates, but Tuesday, first play-in day. So we'll have a show there 2.5 hours before the main slate. So yeah, make sure you do all those things. The thumbs up does help us, so do appreciate that a lot. And then yeah, Chris, you can say the rest. You can say the good luck. You can say you're excited for the slate, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully everyone has a good one. It's not a great slate here just because there's so much uncertainty, but we've been crushing recently with these types of slates. Although this one is different just because none of these teams really have anything to play for. But I still think there's some edge with some of the younger guys. They should get minutes. So yeah, it's all about finding the right studs, finding the right value, and then combining it all together. So hopefully everyone can do that. Hopefully I can do that, and we'll be back on Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, playoffs. I'm excited for the playoffs. I haven't been watching much basketball the last few weeks just because I don't really enjoy watching. I'd rather just save it for the playoffs. So I'm really excited for the playoffs. I'll be watching all the games, so really looking forward to that. I'll be playing more DFS myself then as well. So yeah, exciting times, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys all tomorrow. We'll be in the Discord, so if you have more questions coming out there. Trigger says, Chris with the fresh lettuce dripping. Says fresh cut. Paulie D.
Thank you. Oh, can we let's take a look at the Discord. I think HBK just had a big screenshot there.
Let's see. We got one from Nick. Can't skip that one. So this is Cars Cup. Bell, Barry, Larson, Bush, Trooks.
Yeah, let me post my DraftKings one. I think I won a little bit of money here.
How do you say this guy's name? Truex?
Truex. You said first
Truex Jr. and Wario.
I don't know where is.
They should do like a Mario Kart esport DFS.
Oh, we just got. Yeah, sorry. We just got Bam out, Dragic out. So whoever our Miami insider was, saying that Miami plays hard, doesn't rest. They're resting today.
Ouch. Gotta make things
even
personal.
None is out.
Yeah. Is this the one, Chris? 120, 640. What is this? Baseball?
Yeah, that's baseball. That's huge.
I didn't even know we had baseball in the optimizer, Chris. We have it, guys. We have all the sports. Check it out. The free trial. It's awesome. All the sports crush. It's awesome. It's always getting better as well. So we always add new features. Always improve our projections. We always work on making everything better. So
I like HBK a lot because he doesn't just play the optimal. I think he uses some other sites as well for like articles and stuff like that. He combines it with the projections. I mean, and look at his results. He's doing really well. Crushing MLB. So yeah, shout out to HBK for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll say one last thing. I think the product looks a lot different now than it did at the start of the NBA season. Quite a bit. I don't even remember what it was like at the start of the NBA season. Do you, Chris? I mean, we could probably pull up the show, but it's definitely changed a lot.
Yeah, we would have to pull up the VOD.
Yeah, but I mean, it's always changing for the better. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's how it should be. So we're not anywhere close to being done. But I mean, I say that, it doesn't mean the results aren't good. The results are top tier, but we're just always looking to improve it. So stick around, guys. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Trigger says Haslam season, Chris, with the Heat guys resting.
Oh, yeah, we always get a Haslam day once a year, Haslam day, end of the season. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all if they start him here. I don't think he's going to be in play just because we have a giant slate with a bunch of other teams resting guys, but I think there's a really good chance that Haslam starts today.
Yeah, we'll leave it with that, guys. Good luck today, guys.